Citing disillusionment with traditional parties, defections have been happening across the board. Nigeria's opposition seems already fractured by ego, electoral loss, and also internal sabotage, and it's now bleeding into newer coalitions, signaling a power vacuum. Now, is this the start of genuine reform, we ask, or just another musical chair of ambition? Well, to help us make sense of this, we're going to be joined by, well, very interesting gentlemen here. As we wait for Dr. Sam Amadi, director of the Abuja School of Social and Political Thoughts, we are joined right now by Oladimeji Fabiyi, a key figure in the PDP's last presidential campaign. Thank you very much for joining us, sir, bright and early. Always a pleasure to have you here on Breakfast Extra. So, Mr. Fabiyi, you've been at the heart of the PDP's electoral engine. What do these defections say about the party's current state, especially at the grassroots and middle leadership level?
Thank you very much. Good morning, my sister there, and then thank you for bringing me. I think generally it's not good for our polity, it's not good for our democracy. Defections, happens in any, especially when we are facing an election cycle that we're facing now. It's really sad that Nigeria, our political into more taking more delicate, position. We've seen defection in the past, but those defections are usually based on principles, are usually based on, on genuine reason or some point. But what we're witnessing now is so disturbing, is so alarming. When you ask all these people why are they defecting, they will not tell you the real reason why they are defecting. Look at some of the governors that left. I can't imagine a governor telling me that he's defecting because he believes the ruling government is doing well at the national level. They will tell you because they don't tell you why they're actually leaving. That is because they want to secure their second-term ticket or they want to install their successor. They won't tell you all of these things. Look at all this. The most worrisome one is what just happened in what is going on in the National Assembly, where, just like you said in your intro, you see some of these National Assembly members moving without principle, and unfortunately our laws is not provided adequately for the movement of those in the assembly. And the one that is even clear with the legislature is they don't bother, because as long as you are coming to APC, you are cleared. Nobody looks at the law anymore. And so all these things are not good for our democracy. They are not good for our politics. It's really sad that you see someone who is in government moving quickly to the other party because he just wants to secure a return ticket. And those that are not in position of power who move, they move because of their stomach infrastructure. Only few are moving because of genuine reasons. And then you can see, I'm just disturbed about all this defect, all this situation. We can't afford a one-party state in this country. Imagine the APC goes ahead and secure the other 2 or 3 remaining members in the Senate. It means they can do whatever, whether the law favors Nigeria, whether it's good or bad, they can just go ahead and do it because they have to talk. They don't need any other opposition to stop them. Okay. This is not healthy for our democracy. Now,
Mr. Fabiyi, I'm so happy that in your submission there that you mentioned the grassroots. So I'm wondering if the PDP is seeing what's happening here with all the defections away from its party to other parties, especially the ADC. What exactly is the PDP's, view of the coalition being put together with these very big names as it affects the grassroots? Noting that the grassroots, sometimes mostly neglected by people at the top, may not be aware of all of these mass defections. How does it affect the upcoming elections for 2027?
Well, my brother, I thank you very much, because let me tell you, grassroots are not part of this equation at all as far as these people are concerned. They don't care about the Nigerian people. These guys are only concerned about themselves and what they don't care about anybody. You can imagine recently, Osun State Governor, the man I respect so much, coming out to say, I am in PDP, but I'm going to support President Tinubu. Who does this? They don't care about anyone. It's just about them, what they want to get. They don't even think about the grassroots. So and I don't know how this is going to help even PDP. PDP, as we see today, is my party though, has become a parastatal under the APC. It's clear, everybody knows that. And I look at the leaders talking because they are not honest with the people. They create a kind of they'll give you a kind of picture that all is well. It's not well at all. So, and that's why you see people in the grassroots don't take party like the PDP seriously anymore. They are moving in droves while the APC is chasing the elites. ADC is getting the grassroots, that will make things happen. So PDP members are not happy at the lower level, and that's why you see them moving in droves. Forget all these things they are telling you. People are moving, and because Nigerians have now realized that this thing is actually, at the end of the day, not about them. It's about these people. So this is a big challenge, and I hope Nigerians can rise and fight for themselves, because these people are not fighting for them in any way. They're only fighting for themselves, particularly those ones that are in government, those ones that are in position.
Unfortunately, I think we might have lost Mr. Fabiyi there.
Yes,
I'm hoping that we can be rejoined by him. And also, as we still are expecting Dr. Sam Amadi. But it's a very interesting dynamic when you push in the grassroots, like I just asked. Because like he said, Mr. Fabiyi, it would seem the optics we're seeing is self-preservation. These people are moving parties only because, well, I have to, this is my career. So it's career politics, let's put it that way.
Political jobbers.
So how much regard or consideration is being given to people at the grassroots, of course, of whom governance is supposed to be about in the first place?
Right. If Mr. Fabiyi, if he's back, are you back with us there, Mr. Fabiyi? There he is. We were just talking about, I mean, you just talked about grassroots, right? But let's get on the state level. There are still some strongholds that the PDP still has. But one name that has come back into media and is now making the rounds is Governor Adeleke with Osun State. And we've also seen most of the lawmakers of Osun State defected from the PDP to the APC at the National Assembly there. Do you see that change or that defection sweeping all the way to the governorship level, or even more than that for Osun State? Do you see a hostile takeover like the way it happened with Delta State?
Honestly, as a matter of fact, that is the problem. The governors are actually the problem. That's why you can see when the governor moves, you see the assembly members, even the National Assembly members, move with him, because they believe that if they're not with him, if they don't support what he's trying to do, they may be out of the question. And it still takes us back to the same thing we're talking about, that these people are not doing this for anyone except themselves. They're not doing it for anybody except themselves. So when the governor moves, you will see, but the people are getting more aware, and I tell you, this election that is coming is not going to be about party politics. It's not going to be about. It's going to be about people challenging their leaders, people who are leading them. That's what you are going to see. That's what you are going to see. So I'm surprised. I mean, for the governor, because let them move. Let them move to APC so that they won't stay there in PDP and they are doing it. That's what Wike is doing. That's the politics of Wike. And then these two are still the line. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that we have lost our democratic value in this country, that we have lost every sense of responsibility that says that could have helped the people as leaders. It's sad. It's really sad.
It's sad indeed, so but something must be done. Is there? I mean, something must be done. You have worked at the election or the campaigning level with the PDP. As we head towards 2027, the APC is already at this time garnering from what indicates to be campaigning already. They have had their mass defections that's still happening. They are doing all they can to continue to build that structure at the grassroots level. I mean, what can the PDP do at this time to turn the tides in their favor?
There's nothing PDP can do, because PDP is already structured to work for APC. PDP is not working for Nigeria. It's not even working for its member. They are working for APC. Those you see in PDP today are already sold out to APC, because the man that is controlling the PDP now, and that's why I thank the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for sacrificing this. Okay, go and do what I want to do with it. I can never be part of this. And I appreciate those, and that's why I appreciate those people that have gone to form a coalition that, no, all of us cannot sleep and lay our heads in the same place. We can't do this. So the PDP as it were today, the party that PDP as it were today, is an appendage of the APC. Whatever they do there is just a facade. They have already sold out because Wike is controlling the party. He has the Damagun, he has everybody, all those elders that you saw talking, they're all in the pocket of Wike. They're not working for the people. They're not even working for their members. They are working to support Tinubu. So forget about PDP coming out of it. Forget all these things. Now they're asking Peter Obi to come and be their candidate. They're looking for candidate to come and chop. They're chopping for candidate to come and be their presidential candidate. The question is this. Wicked as is controlling the party and all these people are working for Tinubu. So even if the candidate comes, who are they going to vote for? Who are they going to work for? So even if Imagine becomes the presidential candidate of the PDP, who are the wicked people going to support for? Will they support him? Because they have made it abundantly clear that they are supporting Tinubu. So PDP is a joke as it is. PDP is in a mess, and there are few genuine ones that are still there, but they don't have the power. They don't have the say. They don't have the way. The people that control it are people that have already had their agenda and they are playing it out. So I just want to urge Nigerians that there's an alternative now. And you consider looking at those alternatives. Forget those who are there. They have been bold to take a decision to say, this is where we'll go. Let's do it this way. We cannot support all of this because Nigeria is drifting into one-party state. We cannot afford it. We are going to get into civilian dictatorship. And this is not going to happen. It's not going to augur well for the country. So that's why I said most of these things are for self, not for the people.
Noting that you have said that, Mr. Fabiyi, what reorientation needs to happen for Nigerian opposition to be aware of the role that they play? Taking a sample from what it's like in an ideal situation in the USA. Democrats versus Republican, even when they're not in power, they know what role they play. They know that opposition is a very, very important factor when it comes to politics, when it comes to the dynamics of governance. But in Nigeria, it seems, like you have noted, self-preservation takes the fall. Now, if we keep going like this, if this persists, what are we looking at? You've mentioned one-party state, but how dire is the Nigerian situation when it comes to its lack, seemingly, of opposition?
Thank you very much. I think there's need for, I've always said this in many places I had the opportunity of speaking at, there must be a minimum standard, there must be a minimum code, that whether you are in PDP, whether you're in opposition or you are in the ruling government, there must be a minimum code, a minimum standard that you can never operate below. And because that is lacking, it's really affecting us in this country, in terms, even at governance level, at party levels. And until we have serious leaders in government who will look at all of these things and say, no, we shouldn't do it this way. There must be a minimum standard. There must be a code which must not run under. And we are lacking in that, just like you said. In America, Republican, Democrats, they know that you can never cross this line. But that is lacking here, and it's deliberate from our leaders, because they don't want you to be conscious of that. Now, and this is where the people comes in. All of these people that are causing this affection, that are causing this problem, they are infinitesimal to the number of the populace. And they've succeeded in such a way that they've weaponized poverty, that people cannot even do anything, people cannot even talk, people cannot even complain. Now everybody is owing you to your tent. Everybody just want to survive. And the sense of patriotism is no more there. So a lot needs to be done. Nigerians themselves must wake up to their responsibilities. These guys are meant to serve us. We must be able to come together and say, no. We said no to all of these shenanigans, because it is clear that they don't care about us. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about anyone. It's just them and them and them alone. So if we don't have that minimum standard, that line, that ceiling, that we cannot come below this, then we'll continue to run into this trouble. We'll continue to roll and go round the circle.
All right, Mr. Fabiyi, I must say thank you so much for taking out the time to join us and sharing your insight at this time. Nigeria's political opposition is clearly at a critical crossroads, and only time will tell if they can toughen up and, and stand as opposition, or, fall under, inaptness, only God knows. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you for coming on.